Vice here. Welcome to the channel. For the people that don't know me, I go by Tommy Vice. I do cosplay, gameplay, roleplay, foreplay. I'm taking a look at some of the locations I want to visit on my upcoming Miami trip, which is going to take place in October, a little over 2 months now. I have my handy dandy notebook here since Brazil, where I take all my notes. Thumbs up for the notebook, guys. Nobody has a more beautiful notebook than I do, right? Look at that. The brand is called Wonderland. Yes, go Brazil. But let me just make a couple of changes here on this live. I don't. Why is this computer now not working? I want to make. Let's see. It's slow as hell, man. Let me do the thing over here.
With Lucid, Agile Team.
For the people that don't know, Fast and Furious 2, most of it takes place in Miami. So we're gonna see what actual location from Miami they have in this movie. I know that the house is probably on Star Island. I want to know where the shop is, the auto shop. I really want to know where that is. Let me just make a couple of changes here so only people who are subscribed to the channel will be able to comment. People that are being subscribed for 5 minutes. That's good. And now we can actually start. Let's start, guys.
Teams don't have to start from square one. Need to run agile events with a hybrid team? Use facilitator tools and visual activities to make daily stand-ups more engaging.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Jordan's Film Quest. Today's adventure brings me down here to Miami. I've made it to Florida. I'm doing one of my all-time favorite movies. It is the sequel to the original Fast and Furious. I'm talking about Too Fast, Too Furious, filmed right here in Miami. It has been 19 years since this movie, and I was only 11 years old when this movie came out. So I guess you could say it has been my dream, not only to visit Florida, but to see the filming locations for this movie. And I think it's only appropriate that I wear this shirt while doing these locations. With that being said, there are a ton of filming locations here in Florida, and I'm only gonna do some of the more iconic locations because I'm on a bit of a time crunch. I wanna get as much done as I possibly can. With that being said...
Well, if he's in a hurry, right? If this guy's in a hurry, he should just do the video. It's over a minute now, he's still talking, right?
I'm at the location now of the very first race in the movie. And I'm gonna stop talking because I'm super excited to get into this.
Thank you.
So without further ado, welcome to the official Too Fast, Too Furious filming locations. All right, fire them up. We go live in 5. It's time for ignition and straight up automobile pimping. The location of the first race right here on this block. Now during the filming, there's cars and tons of people lined up and down these streets right here. And right behind me, right here, is the garage where Tej calls Brian. He goes, yo, what's up, man? You want to race tonight? Brian goes, yeah, you know I could use the cash. He goes, all right, you got 4 minutes. And then that's when Tej comes walking out. He's like, yeah, we go live in 5. Comes walking out this garage door right here, walking over this way, and it's where Suki, and I think his name is Jules or Julius, and Slapjack were waiting on their fourth. All the while listening to music. People are out here dancing, having a good time. This building can be seen definitely in the background, so their cars would have been parked. There was a spray paint line across the road. I want to say it was probably about right here in this general area. So, as Brian makes his way through Miami, he pulls up and Suki's like, shit, it's Brian. And Brian pulls up along the side right there, on that side. And then Tej walks up and he's like, what's happening, dude? Yo, they got deep pockets? Real deep. Because what do you say we kick it a nickel? Okay, 35 large. 3-5. I could literally quote this movie.
I don't know why, but like when I used to do locations for movies, I have that on my other channel, I would always put the address on the bottom here. Like these guys are like, they are, you know, of course, if I can Google, I can find the street, but like, why? You know, like make it easier for the viewers. Leave the name of the address down here. You know, I hate people that do locations like this, that just like show random places, don't even talk the name. They don't even, he never said the name of the street in this thing yet.
Like it's nothing. So, that being said, I'm gonna walk out to the middle of the road here as soon as I get a second, and I will show you the view of them, what the road looks like that they would have taken off. So, as they would have parked right here, right where I'm standing is where Brian's car would have been. So it's sort of like that. Now, there is construction going on behind me, so I'm not gonna be able to really pinpoint a lot of things, but you guys get pretty much.
Hey man, he's milking this thing like that. Let's see if we can find another location. Oh yes, another, thank you.
Jump across during the first race. Now a boat just went underneath it, that's why the bridge is going down. So the other location that's right here has been demolished. Is a little bit farther on into the movie when Brian and Roman meet up with Bilkins and Agent Markham, and he's like, you think you can shoot at me? I'm a goddamn federal agent. It was the East Coast Fisheries, and as you can tell, this new building has been in the works of being built. That has been built. So I do believe that they would have parked. Let's get across the street here. There is a shot in the movie that can be seen.
Again, is this downtown? Like this guy, man, I hate these guys who make location. If you're doing location videos, guys, put the address at the bottom at least. Like, don't be like this jerk.
Sort of like this. So that bridge can be seen in the background. But this is definitely, is that Toretto?
That's right. Is that Chevelle? Like he's doing a Fast and Furious thing, and this car just pops up. What are the odds? Stuff like, hopefully, stuff like this happens to me when I'm in Miami.
It definitely sucks that this building got torn down because it's one of the ones that I really wanted to see. Where the little hideout spot that Brian and Roman come to with Markham, Bilkins, and the other guy. And Brian has that famous quote where he's like, I said, forget about it, cuz. Oh, birds. Yeah, would have been right here. I didn't put this together until now. But being that this movie is a sequel to the first movie, if you watch the end credits of the first Fast and the Furious movie, Dom drives off in the sunset in a red Chevelle. Now look at this. A red Chevelle has just showed up.
Nah, man, no. Nah. The odds, right? What are the odds? Let's see.
The irony is insane with this one. That is freaking cool. That is a gorgeous car. Okay, so here I am at the next location. I'm at the former spot of Tej's garage. Now, we're first introduced to Tej's garage in the beginning of the movie when Tej calls Brian and asks if he wants to race tonight, and he gets in the Skyline and pulls out and drives all the way up to where the race is. And then there were some other scenes filmed here where Brian introduces Roman to Tej. There's like a whole big party going on out here. And then later on in the movie, when Verone and his boys show up looking for Fuentes and Brian, and then Verone tells them that they're going to be driving with Roberto and Enrique. So those scenes were filmed here, and I'm going to pinpoint a few from each scene and just show you how much has changed since then. So let's check it out. Unfortunately, the building was demolished. I don't know if it was just built for the movie or if it actually was a working building at one point, but now it looks like a parking lot for some boat tours. But right here in this general area is where Tej's garage would have been. Probably right in between these two parking spots is where the garage would have been, because Brian pulls out right here and goes straight out. But there's that scene. And then later on, when Brian brings Roman to meet Tej, these buildings can actually be seen in the background, and they pull up through here. This garage and this Wings surf shop can be seen in the background as well as they're walking through the parking lot right here. And they're about to talk to Jimmy, and he's like, yo, I need you to check out the Spider and the Evo. And Jimmy's like, where'd you get an Evo from? Then he's like, shit, it's a long story. So, that being said, that whole party scene where everyone's out here racing jet skis and having a huge freaking party, and Roman is introduced to Tej, it looks like the dock is still here. Be right there. Man, if this dock could talk. I'm a poet and didn't know it. So I'm gonna walk over here and I'll show you what it looks like, because these giant boats are in the way. So out here is where people would have been swimming, racing jet skis. And these little islands out here can be seen as well. It's freaking awesome. I really wish I could just get on the dock just to say that I've walked here, but still cool though nonetheless. And then for the other scene, well, actually, I'll go back to that previous scene when Roman meets Tej. Roman asks Tej if he can crash, and I heard that Roman's house. Fun fact. But I'm here.
The next house might be in Star Island. We'll see where that is.
Document history, and that's what I am doing. All right, so here I am at the next location. I am at Carter Verone's house. Fun fact, this house actually belongs to Sylvester Stallone, Rocky himself. Yes, he actually has a house down here in Florida, but he let them use his house for filming, and it couldn't have been any better. And unfortunately, I can't get inside. Looks like the walls are too high for me to even get close to it to look back there in any which way. But I can pinpoint some spots out here where the audition and all the guys were out here talking smack to each other. Hey, real funny, Fonzie. Let's check out this location. So when the boys are on their way to meet Carter Verone for their audition, there is a shot just like this. Try and get close. Just like this. They're coming down this road right here. And this.
Look at that. Of course, you're gonna have somebody just randomly walking with no shirt and a fanny pack on his shoulder. This guy has won in life, guys.
Curb right here can be seen in this shot as well, as long as that pole and they stop right about here, because this reddish orangish fence can be seen in the shot as well. Then Fuentes says, once we get in here, you're on your own, meaning they don't know each other. However, on the other side of the street here is where Fonzie and Fabio and all the other guys are here for the audition. They would have been backed in. I want to say there was a Mustang Celine, a Corvette, a BMW, a yellow Viper, the Challenger, and the Yanko, all parked right here in this little grassy area. And then when Brian and Roman get out of the car, Fonzie goes, "Hey, where'd you get them cars out of Bavo's cereal box?" He goes, "Hey, real funny, Fonzie." Like I said, they would have been parked, Brian and Roman, right over here, right across along that curb. And everybody else was parked right here. Only because I'm a big fan of Paul Walker, I'm gonna walk where he would have walked, right here along this side, as the other guys, Fonzie and Fabio and everybody else, would have been walking right there. And here we have the house, Carter Verone's house, aka Sylvester Stallone's house. Nice Escalade. Is that Sylvester Stallone? I don't know. Now there are two entrances to this house, and I want to say this one right here is the one that they had all walked through, because I remember seeing this little shack right here when they're all talking and stuff. And there's another entrance right there. But yeah, all of that was filmed right here. Yeah, the walls are too high for me to even... I wish I had a drone, that would have been sweet.
No, man, he's just afraid. He can actually, he if he wanted, he could film. Look at that, there's huge crack between the wall and the gate. He's just afraid.
Yeah, I definitely don't see it being this gate over here though. So that's definitely the right one. This is pretty cool. Actually, this is probably one of my favorite locations so far, because I thought that they would have pulled in. It's really unnecessary. You don't really see a lot of this in the
This was in GTA 6 trailer.
film, because I think there was like some buildings here. It looks like maybe some of it's been knocked down, because I remember it was like an enclosed area. Let's head up this way. Man, I can just hear all those cars, and at the same time film. And then they take back off, going back down this way in reverse.
Films that took place.
All right, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. Right?
Yeah, thank God. Oh, top 10 movies set in Miami. Let's see. I have the VHS over here somewhere. Never watch it, but I should. Never heard of this movie. 1994. River of Grass. Huh. Never saw this movie. Ace Ventura, 100%. Enjoy the day off, Andrew. The day is off, right? I need to watch this movie here. Cocaine Cowboys. Never heard of this movie before. Black Sunday. Never heard of this movie. Like, if this guy doesn't have Fast and Furious 2, man. Serious? This, I don't know. Have you guys watched this movie? When I watched this movie, I watched this movie a couple of times. This movie sucks. This movie sucks. Like, compared to the series and stuff, it just sucks. Um, don't like Miami Vice, man. The movie, and he never put Fast and Furious 2 in his list. I never heard about this movie here. Of course, Scarface has to be number one. Is this guy serious, man? He's gonna put There's Something About Mary on his list, and he's not gonna put Fast and Furious 2. That's just a joke. I'm gonna drop the guy a comment, man. Come on. That movie was terrible, right? Yeah. And they had a good cast, man. They had a chance to make something great. Let's see, 7 movies or TV series that always remember Miami Beach. Let's see.
Hello everyone and welcome to We Are Miami Beach, your virtual guide to the most hottest and popping hotspots right here.
Guys, I don't know if you guys ever had the chance of being with someone that have this type of hair. This type of hair is the best hair to grab a hold. You know, when you are in a specific position, like dog, this hair is very good to grab a hold of and just hold it. It's perfect. I love it. I love her accent too, man. I want to know where she's from. I love her accent.
In Miami. I'm Trish, your host, and today we're gonna talk about 7 movies or TV shows that were filmed right here in this area and will always remind us home. Now, if you like what you see, you know what?
Oh yeah, and she uses the makeup very well. Look at that. She only has like a little how do you call it? A little lipstick, and that's pretty much it. She has some makeup here, but like not much.
To do, like, subscribe, follow us on all our platforms, social media. But most importantly,
I can just see myself
share with your
practically.
friends. I'm sure they wouldn't mind knowing exactly where to go when they come to visit. All right, where was I? Yes, back to the movies. All right, let's go ahead and see which 7 movies or TV shows will always remind us Miami. Number 7, The Godfather 2, an American gangster film released in 1974. This movie is a classic. It was nominated for 11 Academy Awards, winning 6. CSI Miami. Who can forget the wonderful view of the skyscrapers and the Everglades during the intro? And of course, we can't miss Horatio's car ride through the MacArthur Passageway, an image that marks the official entrance to Miami Beach. Number 5, there's something about Mary.
His friends would say,
Man, why do they always bring up this movie? Like, how famous is this movie, man? I have this movie here somewhere. But, like, why do they bring this movie? Actually, there's a pile almost falling over there, man. I'm gonna have to take care of that. But yeah, why do they always bring up this movie?
stop whining, they've had enough of that. His friends would say, stop pining, there's other girls to look at. They've tried to set him up with Tiffany and in.
I always had a crush on her, man. She aged like fine wine, right? Cameron Diaz, she was extremely hot on her first movie, which was The Mask with Jim Carrey. But she's hot, man. She's just hot. There's something about Mary.
Miami is showcased in this movie just like Mary. Beautiful, warm, sunny, inviting, and fun. This movie was filmed in 1998, and who can forget about the Big Pink restaurant that's still in business until today? Let's go ahead and see a before and after picture.
Well, that is actually, and thank God for this girl that she actually put the addresses on the video, unlike the other a-hole from the video before, where he just shows the places and doesn't put the address. But let me write down this address because I wanna go here. Collins Avenue and 2nd Street. Big Pink Restaurant Corner. What's up, Sentinel? Good morning to you, or no, good night, right?
Number 4, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, guys, I don't know about you, but I prefer the sequel. Bad Boys 2, to me, is the best one. I don't like the one. I don't like the third. How many did they make? 4 or 3? I know that the best one to me is number 2.
Alright, even though they didn't sniff any Oscars, the majority of its scenes were filmed right here in Miami. Fun fact, they were working on the Bad Boys 3 movie, so do expect to see more of the beautiful Miami in this wonderful movie series.
Okay, let's see if this girl did her homework. Right? I thank her that she's actually putting the addresses on the thing, but let's see her top 3 movies here.
Number 3, Miami Vice.
But here's the thing. If Scarface is number 1, if she put Scarface as a number 1, which I hopefully she did, what's going to be number 2? Miami Vice should have been number 2. Right, to Scarface. I could have this girl just talk to me in Spanish the whole day and be like, Papi, aquí está su cerveza. Papi, aquí está su cerveza. Imagine, she probably speaking in Spanish is much sexier because you can hear that, just like me, she has an accent, so English is not her first language. So she must be pretty sexy talking the Spanish. Here, Papi.
Today's Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull takes Miami Vice as inspiration for his clip with Chris Brown, Fun. Number 2, American Crime Story, The Assassination of Gianni Versace. Behind
No, 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 no. What the hell, girl? What in the hell are you doing? Like, no, 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 no. I look at the movie that she puts at number 2, man. Girl, are you out of your freaking mind? She must be out of her freaking mind to do this.
me, Casa Casuarina. This place has been a tourist attraction right here in Miami Beach for way before Gianni Versace assassination in front of his own house.
Nobody cares about the story about how Versace was shut down when he was checking the mail. Like, right? Nobody. To her, right? Let's make sure. To her. I was actually thinking about. But yeah, Sentinel, I don't want to scare you, but for sure, if he had a stroke, right? Chances are he's gonna have some sort of I forgot the word, but it's like a aftermath. I forgot how they call it. Right? He's gonna. Unfortunately, I work in the I work too much in the healthcare industry to know that your father for sure is gonna have some issues just by having a stroke. 100%, he's not gonna be 100% after that. 100%, even if he recovers fine. But this girl here, man, she deserves it. I'm sorry, but putting that movie as number 2. Like, seriously. Yeah, no, and let's see what's gonna be her number 1 thing here. Okay, thank God she put Scarface at number 1. This is the Scarface hotel, which unfortunately became a pharmacy. I was there a couple of years ago, and it's so depressing because they painted the whole thing gray. But at least she redeemed herself here by putting Scarface. Well, not really, because putting Gianni Versace as number 2 makes no sense whatsoever.
Number 1, Scarface. Right here in Ocean Drive, behind me, the staircase that was used to film one of the most famous scenes in Scarface. That was it for today. I'm your host, Trish. That was We Are Miami Beach. And don't forget hotspots right
I just want to see what else they do on on her channel right here. Let's see. Oh, guys, this is just for I want to do kiteboarding.
Hello everyone, and
So
welcome.
This is just for educational purposes. Okay, I always wanted to do kiteboarding, so that might be the thing I'm gonna do next.
Back to We Are Miami Beach. You're subscribed to our channel. Follow up. He's gonna walk us through every
Miami kiteboarding. I want to check it out, guys. I want to see. I really want to find also a gun range. It would be cool to find a gun range in Florida where they have like cool weapons like the Tommy gun, or like some big guns, man. That would be cool. Imagine. So let me write that down just to see how much that is. Miami, probably very expensive. Miami kiteboarding.com.
I was getting married, going from surgery.
No, I don't care about the
Hello everyone and welcome back to
commercial.
We Are
That
Miami.
That lady loses her teeth is just annoying. Okay, let's see. Just for educational purposes.
Above me. Because it's also 12 o'clock. If you take the analogy of a clock, this is 12. I'm the center of the clock. This is 12. This is 11, 10.
Look at the guys explain to her 12, 11. She's probably she looks so clueless. She's looking up like she's so clueless. Like, and the guy's like 12, 11, 10. Do that again.
Analogy of a clock. This is 12. I'm the center of the clock. This is 12. This is 11, 10, and 9. Half a clock. And this will be 1, 2, 3. So here right now, kite at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Let's make sure that she's strapped good, right? Safety first.
See, I keep that thing in here. Sit on to you. I'm gonna come behind you.
She looks so scared. Look at her face.
So this is purely professional. Yeah. And the kite at 12. Okay, so just a fingertip. See,
She is so scared. She already forgot about 12, 11, and 10.
the kite is attached to you. You put your finger on top. Voila. First exercise, try to keep the kite here by either pulling right a little bit.
Okay.
See, the kite is turning or left and right. And now if you want the kite to stay in the middle, you have to find the sweet spot. Good. Right. Good job. You continue. That's amazing. Good. Woo. Right. The kite will do you good back. Good. Good. Right.
Guys, let's see if I can find a Miami gun range. Miami gun range. Miami Guns Inc. Let's see this one here.
I want to welcome everyone to Miami Guns and Range. We've been here for over 50.
Look at that. It looks just like an ammunition with that banner, man. Life is real. I need to go to this place. Let me write it down. Miami Guns and Range.
59.5 years. We offer the highest quality service and training available anywhere. Whether you need a concealed weapons license, whether you're looking for a security license, whatever you need, whether it's a gun for self-defense, a gun for hunting, sports shooting, we have everything that you are looking for here at Miami Guns and Range. Take an opportunity, check out our website, come by the store, and let one of our talented, intelligent, and polite employees take care of you. I look forward to seeing all of you guys. God bless each and every single one of you, and thank you so much.
That's cool. That's it. This girl here was in Miami.
Hola guys, today you're coming with me to blow up some scene. I'm gonna be shooting a few machine guns for the first time here in Miami and the hype is real. Así que vámonos por lock and load.
What the like lock and load. What up, FB0? What up, man? Lock and load. Lock and load Miami. This place seems to be more like the place I would like to go. Oh, a minigun! Holy crap, guys. Gosh. I wish I could shoot one of those. I'm pretty sure it's just for display. But I would love, imagine shooting a minigun on real life. Damn it, man, look at that. Ooh, ooh, it looks like a GTA, what's the name? When they playing in the heist, like a heist room.
Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
Now, I've shot a few guns before, pero nunca un machine gun or something similar. At Lock and Load Miami, you can take a look at all the weapons they have on display for you to use. After looking at the menu, I chose a Black Widow package.
Two things to keep in mind, right? Finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. So as you're loading the gun and getting into position, make sure to keep your finger off the trigger.
Prior to entering the private shooting range, we need to get a little tutorial on how to use a machine gun.
God, oh man, this is perfect. It's a private. So that's one of the things I hate about shooting ranges is like you are like with people like all over, have people on your right and your left, and that just, I don't like it. But if you have an individually separated like room or whatever, that would be perfect.
And our safety gear, of course. Some eyes and ear protection since the guns are pretty loud. Guys, I can literally hear myself.
Man, I need this place. I need to go. I need to check it out.
I started off with a 9mm submachine gun. This baby can shoot 600 rounds per minute. Lock and load, baby. Amazing.
That's safety, flip it forward for full auto. Now hold it nice and tight, alright? And lean forward into it.
Oh my god, I need to go to this place, guys. I need to.
Guys, this is literally the gun that I use when I play Call of Duty. This is an MP5 and I cannot wait to try it out. This MP5 submachine gun shoots 800 rounds per minute.
What's the name of this place again? Lock and Load Miami. Let's see. Lock and Load Miami. What? Temporarily closed. What the hell, man? Temporary close. Oh, they're going to be reopening fall, exactly when I'm there. Fall 2025. Hopefully, early fall. Let's see the packages. Gosh, man, I knew that they have a Scarface package, man. Holy crap! Look at that. M4, Uzi, shotgun. Why does the shotgun is in the Scarface package? Let's see if they have the Gosh, man, why? Why are they closed? They're not gonna be open. Well, when I, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, guys. Shooting. Let's see if we can find another one. Shooting range, Miami. Well, I'm looking for shooting range. See how like they are messed up. They are trying to send me to this story, which has nothing to do, which with what I'm looking for. Am I only checking for shorts here? No. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. That sucks.
Hi, Mom. I can't wait for you to hear well again, so I won't have to scream to
Me, I want what's coming to me.
Oh, well, what's coming to you, Tony?
The world, Chico.
I have to remember that Universal always tries to take down whatever I do, so I don't even know if I want to watch this thing. But yeah, it was nice to see that they have a shooting range in Miami. Membership is $750 a year.
Very, very simple, okay? Number one, just always keep the firearms pointed forward, that paper target in front of you. And then number two, always keep your finger outside of that trigger for me, okay? Until you're ready to shoot. And what that means is until you're in a good stance with your sights on your target, then you're ready to shoot, bang, bang, bang. As soon as you're done shooting, finger comes right back out of that trigger, okay? And we do that so we don't accidentally shoot that gun, okay? All right, so let's get to the fun part. Let's talk about stance and technique. It's going to be a little bit different for right and left hand, but the only difference, actually, I should say, is that it's on the right side versus being on the left hand side, right? But the main thing that I want you guys to take away from this is that I want you to keep the gun, I want you to keep your chest, your hips, and both feet oriented in the same direction, okay? So this is what being nice and squared up looks like. This is what not being nice and squared up looks like. You see here my chest is facing right?
Yeah.
Okay? The moment that I go automatic in this position, it's going to bring me way right. Because my chest and my hips are already squared off to the right.
Okay, so square off forward and lean into it. And that's how you're gonna be able to get in a good position, okay? So, from the top, how do you guys get there? Keep that gun pointed forward, and then take a step back with your right foot, if you're right-handed, right? Keeping your chest and your hips pointed forward, okay? Don't take a step back and open up like this, okay? So, take a step back, and then bend at the waist. And remember, get that good wide stance, take a good step back with that right foot. Good. And then find the little red dot, look through that window.
Man, this guy,
Drive that thing.
it's the first time he ever hold, like, he's laughing, like, he's like holding that thing like it's a...
Shot in there.
Look at that, he's laughing, man.
What's up?
Look at that, he's laughing, man. He should be locked in. He shouldn't be like, look at that. Pathetic.
All right, you see that little red dot? All right, bring that safety down. There you go. Fire when you're ready.
Oh, man.
Still lines up to that Eastern Bloc package. This is the AP.
Lock and loaded, Miami. Oh man. Hopefully they reopen before I get there. That would be lovely. Like, I love this guy. Have you guys ever watched this guy? He has very interesting videos. He went to Brazil. He went to a bunch of places. Let's see the Miami, the dons, the do nots, right? Visiting Miami, the things you're not supposed to do. Let's see.
Hey, fellow travelers, Mark here with.
Again, his name is Walter. I don't know, Mark Walter, whatever his name is. Walter's World. Let's give a thumbs up.
Walter's World, and today we're here on South Beach in Miami Beach. And today what we have for you are the don'ts of visiting Miami, because it doesn't matter if you're coming here for a weekend away, a bachelorette party, or you're coming through on a cruise. There's some definite do's and don'ts when you come to Miami. And my first don't for you, for anyone that comes here, is don't forget to look at your bill when you go to the restaurant. Why? Well, service charges, i.e. tipping, may already be added onto your bill. Here on South Beach, everywhere we went, 20% already added on, 21% already added on, whether it was drinks, whether it was a bar, whether it was restaurants, whatever. So make sure you're looking to see, because they'll still have a little place for you to write tips, like more tips on your bill. So you might end up tipping 40% on a bill and not realize it. So do take a look. Now, it's not everywhere, like here on South Beach, yeah, it was pretty much everywhere. But we were in downtown Miami, we ate at this great Peruvian restaurant. Didn't have the service charge already on there, so we needed to write it in. So just have a heads up with that, okay? And I think another important thing, when you're looking at service here in Miami, don't expect great service when you're here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah. Not only that, like, every type of service in Miami sucks. Man, you go to every single place. That's just most big cities, right? Like, you go, look at that waitress over there. She's fed up, you know? And yeah, service, just like any other big city, sucks.
I've had multiple people come up to me. Actually, I bumped into two of my old students, Maggie, who's getting married, and Tiffany, and they're like, Mark, please make sure you mention how bad the service is here in Miami. You're gonna have to wait, it's gonna take time, and people aren't gonna really care if you're happy or not with your service. Now, it's not like that everywhere. I mean, it happens a lot on South Beach, but it doesn't happen everywhere in Miami. But just know that service is not gonna be like wowing you when you're here, and maybe part of that is because they already know that 20% service charge is already charged on. But just something to have a heads up on. So have some more patience with your waiter. Know that it might take a little bit longer to get your food, longer to get your drinks. You know, it's Miami, man. What else are you gonna do? We're here for the beach. We're here for the sun. We're here to relax. So just have a heads up for that. And I guess since I'm here on South Beach, I think I should really talk about some of the other like kind of going out don'ts you wanna make sure you don't do. One, don't do the bottle service. Whether you're going to a cabana thing or you're going to a bar or a club, you will save a lot more money if you just order drink by drink versus the bottle service. Also, another thing they'll do is you'll go to a South Beach restaurant or bar and you'll order a beer. Like, oh, well, they're like, what size? Medium? Like, well, we've got a 2-for-1 special with the large beers or a 3-for-1 specials with this. And you're thinking, oh, that's gonna be a deal. Sure, I'll go for that. But you'll notice they don't tell you the price, okay? So my don't for you is don't do the 2-for-1s, don't do the 3-for-1s without looking at the actual price for that deal. I know my friend and I'm like, I have to see how much it's gonna cost just to like check it out, because I was ordering a medium beer and the lady's like, oh, we have a 2-for-1 large beer special. I'm like, all right, I gotta see what it is. And I'm not joking, for 2 big beers, I mean, they were big beers, I'll give them that too. When the 2-for-1 thing happened, I still paid $45 for 2 beers and a service tip and taxes added on. But what's great with those 2-for-1 deals or 3-for-1 deals, they always like to bring you the check and say, look how much you saved. This would have been $90 and you only paid $45. I'm like, for 2 beers, you gotta be crazy. So don't fall for the 2-for-1 or 3-for-1. Make sure you're looking at the menu to see what the real prices are. And another thing is, when people here on South Beach, I mean, this gets happening like during the evening times, and a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to spend all this money on alcohol. I'll just go to the CVS, the Walgreens, and go buy some alcohol in the evening, and we'll just drink and do that. Oh, no. My don't for that is, don't expect to be able to buy alcohol, at least here on South Beach, after 8 o'clock at night. They want you spending that money in the restaurants, in the bars, and so it's not open. I mean, there's a CVS right over there that I've been multiple times, and I have multiple people ask me, hey, where's the alcohol, man? I'm like, look, they don't have alcohol at that CVS on South Beach. If you walk down there and take a right, there's a Walgreens that has an alcohol annex, but it has to be separated. So just be ready for that. So pick up your booze if you want to do that and save some money. Pick that up before 8 o'clock at night. Now, my next don't for you is something that I'm sure everybody that's from Miami really wants to make sure I say, and that is, look, don't think that South Beach is actually in Miami. I'm actually in Miami Beach. South Beach is in Miami Beach. You go over this causeway from Miami to Miami Beach to get to South Beach. So don't think that South Beach is actually technically in Miami. I mean, it's in the Miami metropolitan area, but just have a heads up for that. And also, I think it's important to say is, don't think that Miami is just South Beach. Look, this city has a lot of different areas for you to go explore. I mean, yes, you can go to Little Havana, which I'll talk about later, and with Calle Ocho, and you can go to the cigar factories, the cigar shops, and you go eat some great food and drink and make merry when you're there. But the thing is, it's more than that. I mean, you can go to Coral Gables and see the nice shopping that's there. There's some good eating there. You got the Key Biscayne. I mean, heck, you could get a car and go out to the Everglades and do a tour out there. I mean, there's a lot of things to do here in Miami that's not just South Beach. And the thing is I think it's really important also to mention that don't think Miami is just a crazy party, heathen kind of place 24/7. It's not. I mean, it's pretty chillax here in the morning on South Beach. Yes, this part of South Beach on Ocean Drive gets crazy at night, but mostly on the weekend. During the weekdays, out of tourist season, it's pretty chill here. And if you actually go south of 5th Street, and you go down there's like really chillax restaurants. Like, it is night and day, this part of Ocean Drive versus going south of 5th. And you go throughout the city and you see that, look, Miami's a real city. It's not just a tourist destination. You go to downtown Miami, I mean, you got really cool museums. You got the Frost Science Museum. You got the Perez Art Museum of Miami and Dade County. You have like good stuff to see down there. You go to the planetarium with the Frost. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do downtown. Or you can go to, Brickell, and you can go down there and have a good time and hit some bars up there. It's not all like party. It's real people having real life doing real things. And you'll see that when you explore, especially outside of South Beach. So don't just stay in South Beach, go out and explore more. Now, when you're looking at times to come to Miami, I want to tell you right now, don't come in July and August. The heat, humidity, it's
Approved.
just, it's Florida.
I was there in July, one of the 2 times that I went there, and I was miserable. July was terrible, way hot, humid, and of course expensive.
Okay, you got the Everglades not too far away. I mean, it's just like, I'm melting. You will feel that way in July and August. I mean, and then you have hurricane season, which is, you know, kind of like July through October, early November, somewhere around there. I mean, there's times you don't need to come if you don't have to, if you can plan your trip. I would say December through May is fantastic because you got great weather. Restaurants are still going. There's still stuff happening.
I didn't know that was hurricane season. Holy crap. I'm gonna go there in the hurricane season.
So that would be my preferred time to come because I'm more built for a you're going to die when it's 105 degrees outside kind of guy. So have a heads up for that. Now, another donut I have for you, and this is my friend Adrian, who's actually from here. It's like, Mark, please tell people, don't drive in Miami if you don't have to, because the driving totally sucks. And finding parking is not really a fun thing. And when you're going around, you'll see there's tourists that are here, there's locals that are going to work, there's traffic jams all the time. It gets really kind of frustrating. So if you can use Uber and Lyft all over town. It's super simple to do, and they're relatively quick in getting you no matter where you are in the city, which I thought was wonderful. Another thing that really gets you with the driving is you actually see people that'll come here and they'll rent a Ferrari or a muscle car and they'll be like, yeah, I'm cool. And they'll rev it and drive it. And, you know, sometimes they know how to drive it, so it makes it a little more complicated. So just don't drive if you don't have to. And the thing is, if you're driving into Miami, another don't I have for you is don't think that valet parking is going to put your car in some place.
Si tienes una casa y te encanta salir de viaje,
because a lot of times what it is they're just going to go park your car in one of the normal garages, okay? So it's not like you're going to the super secret, valet garage. It's probably just a municipal garage, and they're just going to triple charge you for the, privilege of them parking for you. Now, I'm not going to say don't do the valet parking because it can save some headaches, but just have a heads up for that. And I think that gets me into another one. Don't forget your usual travel safety when you're here in Miami. You don't leave anything of value in your car. You don't leave your stuff unattended when you're on the beach because things do disappear. Also, if you're going to be going out at night, don't think, I'm just going to walk those 20 blocks or whatever to get in there. It'll be fine. Take the Ubers, take the Lyfts, take the taxis so you are safe. And obviously, another don't when it comes to safety is don't forget your sunblock and sun protection all year round. It's not just when you're going to South Beach and hitting the beaches. If you're walking around Little Havana for a few hours having drinks and eats and loving life, well, you're still going to get burned. So make sure you're putting lots of sunblock on, reapply it often, have a hat. You want to be safe when you're here because the heat and the humidity can really get you, but it's truly the sun that can be really dangerous when you come here. Now, speaking of Little Havana, my next don't for you is don't skip out on Cuban culture when you are.
Thank you, guys. This is where I'm going to stay, so I'm not going to skip on Cuban culture because that's the most important culture in Miami, and that's why I picked that neighborhood to be in.
Here in Miami, I mean, there's so many fantastic Cuban restaurants that you can go to. Yes, you have a Cuban Santa, so you go to Versailles, and you have, it's ham, it's cheese, it's mustard, it's got pickle, it's got pulled pork, it's on Cuban bread. It's fantastic. That's a must. But there's a lot of other great Cuban food when you're here. Anytime you get the croquettes is always fine, but my favorite is the lechon asado, which is roasted pork. Oh my God, it is phenomenal. Another great thing I love is vaca frita, which is like really, really thinly cut steak. It means cow fried. I mean, it's so good. And if you get tostones or just plain old plantains, I mean, there's just so much good Cuban food when you're here. So don't pass it up. You can get Cuban food all over the city. I mean, yes, you can get it here in South Beach. It'll be overpriced, but it'll still be good. But you can get it all over. But I suggest, going to Little Havana and have it there. And when you go to Little Havana, walk down the street, Calle Ocho, go through there. You see their little walk of fame that's there. You see all these little, the guys playing dominoes like you see on TV. I mean, it's like, hey, wow, this is just like what I saw on TV all the time with Miami. And when you go there, restaurants, bars, you go to the Bay of Pigs Memorial that's there. I recommend reading all the plaques that are there to truly get a better understanding of the community. They have all kinds of little, places that'll help you learn more about the community. Go visit some of the cigar factories, the cigar stores that are, even if you don't smoke cigars. I mean, I don't, but I enjoyed going to it because I got to learn something. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can enjoy with Cuban culture when you're here. having said all this great Cuban stuff you can do when you're here, another don't I have for you is don't think it's just Cuban culture when you're in Miami. You have a large Haitian population that's come here. You have a large Puerto Rican population that's come here. So there's a lot of different stuff you can have. Yes, you can have mofongos when you're here. You can have some fantastic Haitian food when you're here. Heck, I had some of the best Thai food I've had in my entire life here in Miami in Coral Gables. I mean, vegan food. I was at, was it Full Bloom Vegan? I mean, Chris, the chef there, is fantastic. Just blew my mind. So you can eat really well, and so you can eat really well, and don't think it's just Cuban food, and it's just great food from all over. Now, my next don't for you when you're coming to Miami is don't worry about fitting in Miami. Miami is made for everybody. You've got the Golden Girls retirees. You've got the, bachelorette party people. You got the fat, overweight, middle-aged guys are just coming here to eat and drink and have a good time. I mean, it takes everybody here in Miami, and you can really relax when you're here. That's what's cool about it. It's a big city where you can still chill out. I mean, that's one thing I do like about it here. And they're happy to take anybody that comes. So that's one of those nice things about Miami. It's really welcoming, except for the service, which sounds silly, but when you're here, you'll understand. And then I want to finish off with one that for a lot of cities around the US, this isn't really a big helpful thing, but don't forget that Miami actually has a lot of public transport that you can actually use. Yes, there's the above ground trains you can take around to different parts, but if you're in different neighborhoods, you'll see these trolley buses that you can ride on and just go around the neighborhood. And a lot of times the public transportation is free. So it's like, hey, I can pay for some stuff, or I can do free and I can explore a bit. Because if you're here in the summer and the heat's beating down on you, why not hop on that trolley in Coral Gables and go a little bit farther and save yourself a few sweaty armpits, and so you can enjoy a few more mojitos.
Okay, guys, this was the video. I have some more locations down to visit while I go into Miami. So make sure you subscribe for that. Again, I go by Tommy Vice. I do gameplay, cosplay, Tommy Vercetti cosplay mostly, and GTA gameplay mostly, but I do play other games. So make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and check out my short videos, okay? Thank you guys for being here, whoever is here. All the guys that were here before, Ethan, Andrew, Sentinel, FB0. See you guys soon, man. Remember the name, Tommy Vice.